Hello, it's our boy Jackie Chan, my man Jackie Chan. What's going on here? This is the standard knife demonstration where a compliant assailant does the cliche, behold, downward slash. Why is it always a downward slash? It's either a downward slash or a slow motion thrust. It's like every person helping with the demonstration instantly becomes an RPG character with only a single button to push. Cueing the motion, telegraph, Jackie sees it a mile away, closes the space, and uses leverage to break his opponent's grip.
But watch.
Here's what's most interesting. His hand is still on his lap, as if his other arm would not intuitively have any intervention. It should be reflex if you think about it. It's just for fun, I'm sure, but the problem with a lot of these demonstrations is that if you've ever experienced a real-life knife altercation, no one just starts with a downward slash or thrust. They usually show you the weapon first to scare you, and it usually doesn't escalate beyond that because most of the time, fear or respect is what that person wanted. Maybe they wanted to scare you into dropping your possessions, something along those lines. But if it does escalate beyond that, you may be able to secure the weapon, sure, but to think you won't have any kind of resistance is silly. It is far greater than what these demonstrations often portray. I guarantee you that the majority of specialists who've worked with knives have been cut, and quite frankly, they're prepared to, minimizing the damage they take by as much as possible. But again, the moment you give a human being a dangerous tool, they become a completely different animal. Nonetheless, looking slick Jackie Chan, I'm an eternal fan, you are the man. How do I come up with this stuff? Anyways, if Rush Hour 4 ever comes out, I'm definitely ordering tickets as fast as possible because again, you are the man. Now, I'm not knowledgeable enough in Kendo to give it a fair assessment, and so I'll completely flounder it instead. Here we see another example of the downward slash being foiled. The man presses the X button, but because it is a skill with a low attack speed, a quicker button A met him to the throat. This is interesting, it's the same philosophy in striking. If the opponent commits body weight in a straight line, if you read that intention, cutting into an angle, he has avoided the opponent's line of attack whilst gaining entry for his own. Ouch his hand. Just like that, it would have been gone. Parries the blade, and from here, it looks like he hit... Why? Has he unlocked a new button? As glorious as this moment may have been, unfortunately his opponent stepped into an angle once again. This is really cool stuff. I really want to learn more about Kendo. Maybe I'll take out some classes sometime. NATO kick from a scene of Into the Badlands. This Netflix series is amazing. I wish they'd call me up and give me a few roles because I love this kind of stuff. This is more of a Taekwondo technique. In Taekwondo, where you are more limited to just your feet, say your opponent is conditioned to a front kick or roundhouse, the chamber will have them flinch. But what comes next won't be off that chamber. The chamber is actually used to pick up momentum further, which increases the overall velocity of the following roundhouse. This technique is seen here has found some success in the arena, although it is still very difficult to land, which is why it is not as prevalent. Right here, it is as real as it gets. Observing his opponent commit to cover that space, huge telegraph, but also notice how the soldier on the left drops both his hands as he engages. Easy check with his lead. Beating his opponent to the punch. You thought Neo from The Matrix was cool. This is 100% proof. We live in a simulation. If you'd like more from me, please subscribe and hit the notifications. Thank you if you did. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. It's good karma. And until next time, peace.